Okay, so I really wanted to do an in-depth Arnold prediction video, but as you guys know, my dad is sick, and so we did some last minute travel, so I will not be doing that. However, I am going to spend like 5 minutes talking about my predictions because I also feel like somebody needs to know my predictions so that if slash when they come true, then everybody will know that I guessed it. Okay, so if you watched my Olympia predictions video, you know that I don't just like make my rankings willy nilly. A lot of people make their predictions, especially in fitness. They base it a lot on just like kind of how they feel, or just like what they think might happen, which is obviously right. That's how we all make our predictions. But because fitness scoring is 1/3, 2/3, you really have to like think about how is the routine round going to impact the overall rankings, right? We could talk so much about the Olympia and how like everyone's like, oh my gosh, how did Taylor get second? How did Taylor get second? I'm like, she won the routine round. She got literally first place in the routine round. Like that changes everything, and people are just like basing it on just like how they feel. I think this person should have ranked higher. I like that's just not how it works. So anyway, I did a spreadsheet, obviously. Now I am gonna put the screenshot of my spreadsheet, but I don't have it in front of me because I'm using my camera to record and my iPad is upstairs. But I'm just gonna say what I think is on my spreadsheet, and if it's not, it's because I probably changed my mind about this a couple times. Maybe like one person was in second, but then I put them in third, and like there's a lot of these, as you very well know in fitness, in any division, it's like okay, these three in no particular order, and then these three in no particular order, and then that's kind of how it is. So this is how I think it's potentially gonna go. I'm gonna start with actually my physique rankings. I think Jody's gonna win the physique, even though she's been saying like, oh, I'm not as good as I was at the Olympia. I think that Jody knows how to turn it on when it needs to be turned on, and I know that she's been on very low calories. And Jody just generally like, I mean, her physique is off the charts. Like Jody's gonna win the physique round unless something goes majorly wrong with her peak. And even then, honestly, like I think that Jody is just miles ahead of everybody in her physique. So I think Jody's gonna win the physique. I think that Jacqueline is gonna get second, and I think that Ariel is gonna get third. Jacqueline getting second, I just think she generally has a better shape than Ariel. However, I do know that Ariel is back to coaching herself. And when she was coaching herself, she was on fire. So I think Ariel tends to come in better condition than Jacqueline, but I don't know the last time. Maybe the Olympia. Honestly, I didn't even look at I didn't look at their physique rankings at the Olympia, but I know that at last year's Arnold, Jacqueline beat Ariel in the physique round. At 2023 or 2022 Olympia, Jacqueline beat Ariel in the physique. So it's just my assumption that Jacqueline doesn't really tend to miss. So it's just my assumption that it's going to go Jody, Jacqueline, Ariel, as the top three in the physique. I think probably next will be Shelly. Shelly's muscular development is crazy. She has a small waist, she has big shoulders, like she's wide back, she's super dense, and she comes in pretty good condition. I've only seen her compete a handful of times, but again, she has like a really, really insane physique, and I hate that I had to go after her at the Olympia because I looked like a string bean. And then I think the next physique will probably be Tam. Again, she's always very high in the physique. I think I keep forgetting to look at the Chattanooga scorecards again. I don't remember if Tam won the physique round or what can I think of her name? Am I crazy right now? The girl who won Chattanooga. What is her name? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. Anyway, I don't remember which one of them won the physique round, but Tam is always in excellent condition. She has, I mean, the only thing about Tam is that genetically she doesn't have a very small waist. So, when comparing with someone like Jody, who I thought didn't have a small waist until I saw her on Instagram, she didn't look like she had a small waist. But then when I saw her at the Olympia and I see her in like all these photos, I'm like, oh yeah, she has a small waist. Anyway, compared to Jody and like all these people, Tam just does not have a very small waist. So even though she's always razor sharp, I just think genetically her shape is going to put her below all of those people because all of them are going to be razor sharp. Then I think it's going to go to Abby next. Abby has been working hard. Oh my gosh. Abby is coming in with her absolute best by miles. She spent a very long time during her off season building. As you know, the Nasty Natties, it takes us a long time to build some muscle. I know that she switched coaches. She didn't come into Ben Weider as conditioned as she needed to, and she still got third in the physique round behind me and Michelle, who, Michelle's muscularity is off the charts and my conditioning wasn't great, but in general, I usually am in good condition. So for Abby to get third in the physique round for her, I know that was a big win, and that was Ben Weider, and she wasn't, I'm not going to say she wasn't ready, but she was not this Abby coming in. And now that she's peeled for probably the first time ever, being really peeled, I'm like, okay, Abby, she doesn't really look like she's not someone, she's, again, like Tam, someone who genetically doesn't really have a really small waist, but she's spent some time working on that shape, and I think she's going to be rewarded for that because she looks damn good. Now, D Cheeks is also razor sharp right now, and it's hard to say if I think Abby or D Cheeks will be next in the physique. I think they will be the next two though, because again, they're both just razor sharp right now, and I don't know anything about the girl Nicolette. I know that she competed at Europa last year and the year before that, and I don't even know what her rankings were. Sorry, I didn't have time to do my homework. I really wish I would have had time to do my homework, but and then Anna, I think is her name. Anna, I don't know how to say her. I don't really know much about her other than she got like 4th or 5th at Chicago Pro last year. And I think, I want to say she also ranked at Tampa. She's a new pro. Honestly, I don't even remember what she looks like physique wise. Again, I wish I would have had more time to do my homework on this, but I remember seeing some photos and not to say that I'm not impressed, because that's mean. I wouldn't say that. I don't remember thinking wow, she's gonna beat XYZ, this person or that person or this person. When I saw Abby, when I saw D Cheeks, I was like, oh, these people are going to rank high in the physique round. I don't remember thinking that when I saw her. So I think she ranked high at those two shows because she's strong in the routine round, which we will get to. And then Mina, Arika, Tiffany, I just don't think come in conditioned like the rest of these people. That's the thing about the Arnold and the Olympia, is probably at every other show these ladies are really, really high, ranking high in the physique round, but it's the Arnold. So I'm not saying oh, they come in soft, they don't come in shape. I'm just saying in this lineup, I just think those are going to probably be the bottom physiques. Especially if, again, we are thinking about how the Olympia went, even though I do expect people to be better than the Olympia. Tiffany and Mina, I think, were the bottom two in physique. So that's my physique rankings. I'm sure I missed people. Now, routine round can go. A routine round can do anything. Here's my gut reaction on routine. Jacqueline, Ariel, Jody, Abby, Shelly. Or Shelly, Abby. I can't decide because Abby does really, really impressive, cool tricks, but Shelly's routine is entertaining. And we've discussed this before, the entertainment value in a lot of cases, means more than high level skill. And Shelly ranked really high at the Arnold last year, and she ranked really high at the Olympia the year before. So I don't know. I think it could go either way with those two. And then I do think it'll be, Tam. I think that Anna, I still don't know her name. I think that she'll be in there somewhere. Again, I actually don't even remember what her routine looks like, but if she's ranking in the top 5 at Tampa and Chicago, she's probably going to have a strong routine. And then the rest of the field, which, again, no shade to not talk about everybody, but I just, again, we're not going to predict all the way down to 12th place. I'm going to predict my top 6, which I think, depending on how the routine goes, because, again, it could be Jacqueline in first. It could be Jody. Jody's been posting some crazy stuff on Instagram. Honestly, you guys, I could see Jody winning, but I also could see Jacqueline winning. I also could see Ariel winning. I think that's going to be my top 3. The way that I have it right now is Jacqueline, Ariel, Jody, Abby, Shelly, or Shelly, Abby. I don't know. We're all going to see the screenshot together. Then Tam. So anyway, that's my predictions. I'm so excited. This show is in 12 hours. I'm sitting downstairs at the hospital. I'm about to upload this video. But it's going to be an amazing show, as always. Again, this is the Arnold. These people are all amazing. So if you're watching this and you're not in my top 6, somebody has to not be in the top 6. Everybody's still incredible athletes. So I'm really looking forward to this. Now I will say before I really get off of this, because my husband just texted me, is like, I think Jacqueline's gonna win, but I also have this feeling that Jody's gonna like come out of nowhere, which I would love to see that for both of them, because neither of them have Arnold titles. Jody's about to retire, but like selfishly, Ariel's not qualified for the Olympia, and if she doesn't win, and then if she potentially also doesn't win UK, like for those of us who are potentially like trying to qualify for 2024, maybe I'm undecided. It's like, well, then Ariel has to do another show, which gets a little scary for some of us. Because what, Ariel's gonna win any other show that she does, unless she shows up to that Anaheim show where Taylor is going, because it's already been proven that Taylor can beat her. So anyway, like as a fan, I mean I love Ariel too. I think Ariel's like insane, but I'm also kind of like, I'm someone who likes to like see people get their redemption, which this could be the Ariel redemption show from the Olympia, where she did amazing and then didn't rank as high as she thought she should have. But I'm also like, maybe it's the year of Jacqueline. Jacqueline has been knocking at the door and getting better and getting better and getting better and getting better. And what I love about Jacqueline's story specifically is that she started ranking very low in physique, and she has built her way up to winning physique, or getting close to winning physique in some of these shows. So I would love to see Jacqueline win. I think it's her time. But I also would love to see Jody win, because I just adore Jody. So anyway, but if Ariel doesn't win and then she doesn't win UK, it's going to be big problems for everybody. It's just going to be a really interesting year, but I'm not going to talk about that whole thing right now. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think, or yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you watch this before the actual Arnold, and we can discuss.